Hibiscus Moon here with hibiscusmoon.com. So, all right, I got inspired by something I read about in a few different books at the same time. Um, and it was about lymphatic drainage. I was like, okay, this is a sign because I had an uptick lately in allergies going on. And like everything that I was eating that I know better not to eat, and I don't eat super bad or anything like that, but basically, if it wasn't like live food or really, really healthy, like organic grass-fed type stuff, it was affecting my allergies. So I knew it wasn't a seasonal thing, and I know I've had this issue, so I knew I really needed to clean it up big time. But I was like becoming super, super sensitive. So I knew I've read before and I've known for a while, but just kind of like, yeah, I know better, kind of ignore that. That my lymphatic system, my plumbing system was probably drained. Now, let me preface this by saying you all know I'm no doctor. I am not giving you medical advice. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Anything that I'm telling you, you can take this, or I advise you to take this to your doctor. Hopefully you have a doctor who you trust, and you're working alongside someone, a doctor with along with a sound holistic health plan. This is always a complement to a sound holistic health plan. Okay. All right. So lymphatic drainage. All right, so why do we want to drain our lymphatic system? Well, one thing I was reading recently, and do I have that book here? Yeah, this book is something I've been really into. I'm almost through it. Tons of notes, and I highlight and everything. Healing is Voltage. I highly recommend this book, but it's very heady science stuff. If you're not interested in that, you may or may not like this book. Some people complain because Dr. Tennant talks a lot about his biomodulator thing that he invented that helps to regulate and modulate and recalibrate the voltage in your body. But I don't mind him talking about that at all. Hey, we've all got to do marketing. Everybody needs to earn a living. I don't have that biomodulator, so I can't speak to how well or what it does or doesn't work. But there's enough good information in here without me having to have that biomodulator to make this information work for me. So anyway, the lymphatic system is our plumbing system, but it does not have a pump. And if our voltage isn't correct in our body, which pH is a measure of that, by the way, then the lymphatic system isn't draining itself properly. Your cells need to be surrounded by a certain voltage. The extracellular area, environment within your body needs to have the correct voltage. And if your lymph system is plugged up, the plumbing system is backed up basically from pollution in our environment, from pollutants we're ingesting, things we're breathing, things we're putting on our skin. And our skin is the largest organ in our body. It eats just like we eat. Just because you didn't put it in your mouth, but you put it on your skin, don't think that's any better. Because it's get all the toxicities getting in there. So the toxic load, basically, if you're eating inorganic food, so the things that are on that food, all that gets into our lymph system, and when it gets plugged up, it ends up in the extracellular area around the lymph nodes. And then that becomes electron stealers. So stealing electrons from the rest of your body and lowering your voltage. So just like you want your vibration to be high, we talk about that a lot in the metaphysical community, you want your voltage to be a little higher. It actually should be at a certain level. And that, again, is measured by your pH. So more on the alkaline side than on the acidic side. You want like a certain balance. So anyway, without getting into the particulars of that, you want your lymph system to be operating well. So part of that is eating correctly and reducing the toxic load in your environment. But in order to get it running correctly in the first place, you gotta clean out the plumbing, right? I mean, if you've got a clogged up pipe in your house somewhere, you can just say, okay, I'm going to stop throwing junk down there. But until you remove the clog and get the system running correctly to begin with, you're not going to correct the problem, right? I figured, okay, let's jumpstart this thing. I went and had a lymphatic drainage massage done by an energy healer that's local to me. And then I did an infrared sauna after that. The infrared vibrations, whether you do it in a sauna or you have a biomat or whatever way you prefer to get infrared energy into your body, helps to get the lymph system flowing. Okay, so I figured I was really going to go all guns out and just go get the lymphatic massage done. Now, I coupled that with my own lymphatic drainage body work thing that I did. Okay, so another thing that I read in a different book was this book here, Elemental Energy. I don't know if you can see it. It's a really cool book. I haven't really followed the things in there precisely because I've been working with crystals for so long. I have my own way, but I like the ideas in there a lot. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you what I did. It was just inspired by that book, but it's not really what that book said. So if you go thumbing, if you get that book, which I love and I highly recommend, and you go thumbing through it, you're not going to find this in there. So please don't say anything to me about that. I got that book and what you were talking about was not in there. No, just take notes and I will plug it in here, okay, for you. All right, so basically my go-to crystal for detoxing in general is smoky quartz. Oh gosh, and I didn't go get my smoky quartz before. There were so many little things I was gathering up. All right, so you can get like 8 to 10 smoky quartz and place them on your body or around your body. Okay, now if you do choose to place them on your body, just know from years of teaching this to my students, people get really frustrated when they put the different, so many crystals on their body and they roll off. That's what they tend to do. Unless you have those little crystal pillows or you use surgical tape, which you can totally do to tape them in place, they're going to tend to roll off. And I highly suggest you go onto Google. There's tons of these all over the internet, and Google lymphatic system or lymph node system or something like that, and just look for an image of where the lymph nodes are located on the body, okay? It shows you where the lymph nodes are, so you can place them on those places on the body or just around the body, because around the body, that's going to have the smoky quartz inside your electromagnetic field within your energy torus of energy. So it's going to encourage drainage, detoxing energy in your electromagnetic field. Okay, something else that happens is often the lymph system gets plugged up because a lot of times energies, things that are going on with us spiritually or emotionally, if they're not dealt with, and I've talked about this lots of times before, they get more and more and more dense. They condense down until they become 3D and they start affecting us on a physical level. Okay, so things that you haven't forgiven yourself for or forgiven other people for, repressed anger, stuff like that gets denser and denser, hasn't been dealt with on an energetic level until finally, boom, it's in your physical body and now it's plugged up your lymphatic system. Then something else that you can do is, I have notes here, I want to make sure. Okay, bay laurel is an essential oil that I actually don't have here with me. I couldn't find mine, I have it somewhere. Mountain Rose Herbs makes an organic bay laurel essential oil that you can use. That's one that encourages drainage of the lymph nodes. You can either diffuse it or you can do a lymphatic drainage massage. Now you can do your own lymphatic drainage massage. It's gentle pressure on the lymph system in the directions, mostly towards the heart, but again, I'll show you that map later. But I was going to say something else and now it left my brain. Lymphatic massage. Oh, very gentle, not like, you know, needing like a you know, medicine or a sports massage or Swedish massage, none of that, okay? It's very gentle, very, very gentle to encourage the lymph system to release. Okay, something else you can do is there are these jade tools for doing skin brushing and lymphatic massage. And I know you all are going to ask me where I got these. I got them from, trying to remember the name. I got them from Earth Shift products. That's where I get a lot of stuff from. I got this little necklace. You all are always asking me where I get these necklaces from. I get a lot of my superfoods and supplements and stuff from them. Earthshiftproducts.com. I refer you guys to them so much. No, I don't get a kickback from them, but I should. I send them so much business. Earthshift products, call me. Call me. Call me. We can work together. Okay, so very gently, you can use these to encourage drainage. I think this one actually goes this way. You have lymph nodes, and I think that one's supposed to go that way, of the lymph system. Okay, you have a bunch right here. And this feels so good. And jade is all about the vibrational frequency of healing, vitality, healing the body, healing energy. Okay. Another, you guys have seen me use this quite a bit. I bring it with me when I go get facials done. I've talked about this for years. A jade roller. Okay, it's got 2 different rollers on it. This I did not get from Earthshift products. I'll try to remember to give you links to everything again. And this I will actually, you can use it around the body in different places, but I will actually use this as part of my anti-aging beauty routine at night. But I like using this roller because not only does it help with the lymph drainage, you can use it all over your face where all of different lymph nodes are, but it also helps with circulation, and then you're infusing that jade energy again of health and vitality into your energy system. Okay, and then with the massage, you can use some fractionated coconut oil. If your lymphatic drainage massage therapist is into it, you kind of got to feel out your relationship with these people and see. When I go get facials, I used to where I lived, and I have yet to find someone over the last year in my new location where I feel comfortable, saying, giving them my crystal tools and being like, here, this is what I would love for you to use during my session. And so I'll just keep looking until I find the person who's open to doing that with me. So I'll go get a facial massage, and I'll bring my little rose quartz discs and this, and they'll put it in the refrigerator for me sometimes, and then they'll pull them out, and we'll do them, incorporate them into the work that they're doing with me, for me. I mean, I don't know. If you're a healer or a therapist, I can't see why that would be a problem. But sometimes, you can just tell people are just not on that level, and you have to feel comfortable in doing it. All right, so you can have your lymphatic drainage massage therapist use those tools or not. Sometimes they have preferences of what they want to use. They just want to use their fingers, or there's like a little electrical. I just had something really cool. They were like 2 Edison light bulbs is what they looked like. There was a name for it, and I forgot what it was, this device. And it's like these little electrodes were popping off, and certain times you could feel they are electron donors, and you can feel the electrons going through your system, and it was so relaxing. Oh my gosh. And I just felt so good, but really tired after that session. I slept like a rock for 2 days. All right, so let's talk about some other vibrational frequencies we can layer up in this. All about, with me, I like layering up the vibrational frequencies with this kind of thing. Let me make sure I haven't forgotten anything so far. Oh, and what that is in that extracellular space between the cells is metabolic waste, mostly. It's what's going on there. That's what we want to release. Oh, and during the body massage, I almost forgot about this. Probably better when you do it yourself, because a therapist might not be keen with this. And again, this is run it by your doctor first, part of a holistic, sound health plan. Run it by your doctor. A little teaspoon of organic cream of tartar under your tongue while you're doing the crystal body layout helps to encourage your body to release toxins from your lymph system. These are oils, again, you can diffuse, or you can take some fractionated coconut oil, put a few drops of each, or some, or one of these oils, whatever combination you have, and massage. Use the massage tools if you have them. You don't have to use these. All of this stuff is optional. I'm just giving you different ways to layer in the vibrational frequencies. You can use one thing, two things, all the things, whatever is resonating with you most. Okay. And then you're going to do that gentle massage with the essential oils incorporated into the fractionated coconut oil. And it allows the tools to also flow a little bit easier over the skin with less resistance. Okay, so lemon. And oh, always make sure that the essential oils are okay to use topically. All right, some essential oils are not okay to use topically. And I use doTERRA for the most part, not always. And I always check the label to make sure if it's something that can be used topically. Now, this is lemon essential oil. Now, just know with any citrus oils, they are usually photosensitive. So you're not going to go out in the sun. You want to make sure you take a shower anyway after doing a lymphatic drainage massage, because toxins are going to be released. If you have the ability, some of you have, I don't, I would love to one day, have an infrared sauna in your home. Go do the infrared sauna or the biomat after your lymphatic drainage massage. Okay, turn it up real high so you can sweat out the toxins, and then immediately afterwards take a shower. Okay, and then get all that stuff off of you, the oils. So if you do have any citrus oils on you, you go out in the sun, you're not going to inadvertently burn your skin. So lemon is one. Myrrh. Not all brands are okay to use topically. So don't just assume that, okay, lemon, myrrh, they're good no matter what brand I choose. It has to be a top high quality grade essential oil, and it has to say specifically that it's okay for using topically. Frankincense, very high vibration. So far I've said lemon, myrrh, frankincense, and the last one. Now we're not going for smell here, okay? We're not going for like the most beautiful smell and oregano. We are going for effect, efficacy, okay? That's what we're looking for here. All right, so those are the essential oils. Now, while you're laying there in the crystal body layout, now we're going to use the vibrational frequency of visualization, of actually moving the energy. So I often teach in my course, in my Certified Crystal Healer course, I teach about an internal energetic, basically like a light column that we have, an energetic tube that goes right through the center of our body, just like our spine. Okay, so you're going to visualize light going from the bottom up, just like a capacitor. We are capacitors. We are energy capacitors, like a big giant battery. Okay, so imagine the energy going from the bottom terminal or the bottom pole to the top terminal, coming out and around. Just like you've seen magnetic fields around a magnet, your energy is doing this too. But now we want to visualize that energy free and clear and light and bright. And we want to see that energy lit up and just beautiful, bright, white rainbow light flowing in and up and around and out and back in. It's a big energy torus. Okay, flowing beautifully without any blocks and just free, clearing, cleansing your lymphatic system. Set that intention, visualize that happening, and the effect is so much more powerful, so much more powerful. Dandy Blend is another tea. It's a dandelion tea. It's called Dandy Blend. You can get it on Amazon. Dandy Blend is a dandelion tea. It actually doesn't taste like tea at all if you prepare it correctly according to the directions on the back. They've got a lot of unhealthy directions too, like making chocolate shakes with it and stuff, and I don't get the point of it. Like with ice cream, but you can make it taste like a coffee latte, but instead it actually helps to cleanse your lymph system and your liver, which is closely tied to all of this. I hope this information was helpful to you and valuable to you. If you feel it was, please share it out. I would really appreciate that. And I'll talk to you all next time, okay? Bye-bye.